Greetings and hello everybody and welcome back to Anno 1800. Now in this episode we're going to have something exciting prepared. Well, first of all, as I'm looking here over the central plane of Crown Falls, we can see our embassy. So in this case here, if you remember from the campaign, it was the courthouse. And in this case here, it's the embassy actually. So it's not a courthouse anymore, but it's actually stating embassy on the building as well. And today we're going to finish this, and this is pretty exciting because with that we are finally going to add NPCs to the game. And that's it probably. So there we have phase 3. I was a bit wondering why I didn't see some of the modded buildings that we have, because down here you have the building sorting type and progress. So you can decide what you want between progress and type is bugged out with mods. So if I have the type that I used to be now, or that I used to have now, I don't see all the mod buildings, and I was a bit wondering there already. And in this case here, if I have progress, I can actually see all the mod buildings. Now that is very important because I kind of missed a lot of important buildings that we don't have yet. So we have the train stations, obviously I wanted to have them in the game. There we have them now. I wanted to have the town hall monument, and I was already wondering where it is. If you remember from my first playthrough, we had this one, and here it is now. I was already reinstalling all my mods and stuff like that. And it's turned out it's just the type down here of the building sorting that we have. Now that's out of the way, we can finally focus on what's important, and important is the embassies here. So let's go for the menu here, monument, phase 3 completed. That is the phase, and let's finish it, shall we?
You now own the highest court in the land.
And oh boy, people are happy. It's not looking really good right now here without any ornaments and stuff like that. She's actually mentioning it too.
You now own the highest court in the land.
I think she's a bit bugged there. Yes, so let's get her right there. And there we have now here court. It actually says in the Anno Chronicles. There we have it finished. So there we have the building now. But don't worry, it's not going to stand here for much longer. So we can move it around then if we want to. We're definitely going to do that. And we do have a school here. And actually, we don't need a school there anymore since we have only engineers and stuff like that. So let's move the school down here, away from the center. So down here is the school, and we can now also get rid of the warehouse there. Right, now that we finished the courthouse, or the embassy as you might say, we should have a new building in store. So just a note from now, I'm not used to this old menu anymore because I haven't used it for quite some time now. So if I have to search for a building longer than expected, please excuse that. I have to get used to the progress type sorting again. We need that for the mods. And here we do now have a new harbor. You can see that with the icon here. That is the AI shipyard. We can actually afford it. I mean, we don't have that many windows, but we have the rest. And influence wise, it doesn't even cost us anything. It's just improved by electricity. We do have... Well, actually, I might have it over here because there we have electricity, right? We have it here. There, I still have a pier, so we should probably move that. Wait a second. Where's our power plant? There it is. So it goes all the way up here and over here. Perhaps we can enlarge that a bit, that area there. So we have, yeah, over there, it's fine. We can move the commute word pier. And then, let's see. There we have it. AI shipyard. Ah, yeah, it's still because of that one here. Let's move this one away. It's not that important. It's much more important to have electricity. Now we can build it. Very good. And there we have it now. Shipyard has been built. And we even have a newspaper edition, a special edition because of that. And as you can see here now, we have lots and lots of different AI opponents that we can choose now. So hopefully we do have electricity up to this point there. Yes, we do. So we just need a paved road now. That's quite important. And then, as we can see here now, we can choose what new AI opponent we want to add to the game. That is pretty cool. I gotta say that. It's pretty cool. And here we now have Hugo Mercer, the anarchist. So he's the most important one that I want to go for right now. We're going for Benta as well again. There is no limit, by the way, on how many you can add to the game. You know, so you can add all of them if you want to and have a total chaos again. Probably something that we can have. So my goal is to give up the old world at some point. And just have dozens of AI opponents there. They can just battle each other, and I am in Cape Trelawney alone with Hugo Mercer. That is kind of my goal. And, oh, non-aggression pact with Anne ended. We should definitely check on that, otherwise she could declare war on us again. Let's have another one. She likes that, very good. Perhaps we can even pay her something. Yeah, very good, to further increase our reputation there. Miss Hunt hasn't declared war on us after all this time, so we can flatter her. Oh no, she's still immune. But we can give her some money there, and she likes that. Right, so Miss Hunt is getting some opponents there, and we start with, well, Hugo Mercer. Why Hugo Mercer? In my first playthrough that we had, I didn't finish the main questline with him because it was bugged out. Now, there have been some patches since then, and it's supposed to work now, so we're going to add him and start the anarchist questline on that. I still have an achievement waiting for me there, so we do need to do that. Right, that's looking cool. And here we have the embassy. We should probably add some roads there for the embassy here. Right, in that case here, a little town there. And then we have the World Fair and now the Town Hall Monument. So lots of things that we need to do there. Right, this one here now, Hugo Mercer, takes some time. As we can see, he has some construction costs of some sails and some work cloth and sausage and timber. And that's just going to take a while there. I think not 28 minutes. Or actually it might be 28 minutes there. I don't know. It's boosted with electricity. Hopefully it's a bit faster than that. So that's that. Now he's coming then, and I intend to give him Pleasance down here. This island here we don't really need. I do still have another empty island more or less. This one here that I haven't used yet. We might actually give this one here to him. Strictness. Oh, that's a good one. There is not that much building space here, but we have copper and iron here. We only have 2 iron here. We have 3 iron and copper here. This is more important, I think. So Strictness is more important, and we're going to give this one here to Hugo. Now I need to delete a few things here, and thinking about that right now here, it is probably not the best idea to have this mod installed where you have the ruins left. I don't like this mod, so the idea was nice, I guess. So the idea is to not erase the islands once you take them. The problem though is that it totally bugs the game out. You know, if there's an AI opponent settling on such an island here with paths left over and ornaments left over, they're totally confused on what they have to do. And I can show you that. I can show you that with Miss Hunt. So in the old world, we do have Miss Hunt Island. Oh, actually that's a bad one because in the old world she's kind of gone now, I think. But in the new world there was something, right? Yeah. In the new world, look at that. She's here on this island there. She has an harbor, but she's not building anything. And reason for that is because of the paths that we have here. The same thing I think is down here. Oh, we didn't take this one here, but this one here. So this is my proof kind of. So she took this island here back again where the ruins were, and she doesn't continue building anything there. So next time I take this island here, I'm going to raise all the things again and probably remove that mod altogether.
Ship constructed.
It's not a very good one, and just in case, you should not install it in my opinion. So let's get rid of those buildings there. Get some attractiveness there again because no ruins are left, I think. Let's have a look real quick. Pollution, vulgarity, nope, perfect. So that's it. It's a perfectly empty island now, and we're going to give this one here to the anarchist once it's ready. Once the anarchist comes out of our shipyard here, so almost a quarter finished with that. Alright, and while we wait for the anarchist, while we wait for him, what I want to do here, we do have a few islands left over here that we need to beautify, right? So we do have these islands here, and we do have this one here open, right? So here we want to have something, the zoo, the museum I want to have in the center, and here we can have the botanical gardens. But on this one here, actually we can just have another part of the town, I think. So this will look nice on both sides of the river. That we have something here that actually makes sense. Alright, so what we want to do, we have another district here. We do need a few more farmers, and I intend to have a whole new village then with farmers and workers on them. Because I don't want to have more farmers here on Crown Falls, actually. It just doesn't fit, really. So here we're going to make artisans on this island here, most likely. Having artisans here should look nice. And there we have the bridges, and of course we can make stone bridges out of them now, like this. So we can just upgrade them. And then around that, we can have a beautiful new district, and hopefully we can incorporate kind of the river here, because that looks amazing. So in that case here, let's see. I don't want to have buildings too close to the river there. So in that case here, this is kind of our border, right? Going all the way up here, kind of like a fence, something that we can have a nice little park or something. And then we have another border going here. So there I want anything in here, we can just leave it open for more buildings. So let's start with a few. First of all, we do need a pub again. So let's have the pub. The pub, in that case, let's have two pubs. Let's have one up here because it's a nice location there, having it out there. And let's have another one then down here somewhere, just beside the bridge. And of course, the pubs are not going to be there forever. With artisans, we don't need them anymore. And then we definitely need, as always, a fire station. Actually, it's a bit easier this way here, building sorting with progress. That is. Then we have the fire station, and usually I want to have the fire station... Yeah, let's have it here in the center, beside our marketplace, where we can also have our police. Right, and then here we can finish this row there. Actually, let's have it like that. This pattern here can yeah, very good, fitting in there. And here, let's take something, this one here. In that case, we can copy the fountains already. Pretty cool. And the rest stays the same. You know, so the rest just sticks to that rule there. That we can have it again.
An explosion in one of your factories.
Oh, La Fortuna has an explosion. Right, so that we have a few blocks of that. Here we can add a few more buildings if we want to. Of course, we do need a street connection again. The same thing here. And then we have... Oh, in front of the marketplace. Let's see what we can have there. We could have a town hall. I don't have that yet. We could have a school. A school is very important. Let's have the school there. Makes sense to have it close to the marketplace. Nice little school, and the school is going to have a little garden here behind it. And then we're going to add a few more farmers there. Right, and I also need to check real quick how far we have gotten Hugo so far. Where is he? Halfway through. Soon we'll have him. The first added AI opponent. And then we can just continue having... Yeah, that's fine. Then we have another row here. And then going all the way over there. Another block here. We still have some dirt roads here left over from the copy function. Let's get rid of that right now. There we have a few ornaments that we can place in there. So yeah, let's have the mature trees. Looking good. And then we can have another block here. There's the pub coming closer now. We can actually have something in there. I like to have an apple tree in there. That's a pretty sight. Start here, because we can have a little alley then over there. And then here a few more buildings. And over there, that should be good. Right, so there's still something here. Like so. That's it. So there we have a few buildings now. And of course, we're going to upgrade them. And my goal is, as I said, the artisans on this block here. Because they just look so beautiful, the artisan buildings. And behind the school, we might just have a few trees here. And then a playground or something. We have the duck pond somewhere. Of course, in this case here, we could have the fountain as well. Yes, let's have the fountain there. The children will like it, playing in the water there. Right, so that's our first new district here in quite some time now. Just have to add something there. And here with the pub, we have some trees there. Very nice. That's pretty cool. Another cool function is that we can use now is our postcard function. I don't use that quite often, but just have a look at the sites there. A beautiful function that we have all the time, and looking at our new district here in all its glory. So there we have then the artisans, and over there, as we can see, the palace already coming up. Now the palace is a beautiful building, no doubt, but there's still another beautiful building, another monument that we can build, and that is a town hall monument. Now over here, the palace, our embassy, and we do need a location for our town hall, and I'd like to have something central for that, for our town hall, and I guess in this case here it might make sense to have it here. Oh, she's buying, oh, she wants to purchase this island here with lots of ruins on it. Let's purchase it back anyway. Alright, so it's a bit of a difficult decision of where I want to have my town hall here. And in that case here, we have a good spot here actually where we might have it. But the town hall is such a beautiful building that I actually want to have it closer to the center here. So instead of the bank, we're going to have our town hall. So I can move the bank over there. There we have the members club. There we have another block of buildings. I can just move these buildings here now over to that location there. The game now has this algorithm in place that it automatically adjusts the buildings to their location. That wasn't the case when the game launched, you know, so then you had to manually place them, and I just remember the pain of that. And in this case here now with the latest update, we do now have this automatic adjustment. The problem with the automatic adjustment though is that the Project Distinction mod is not really working anymore. That's a pity. So that's something that's not so cool, because the buildings now adjust themselves automatically. And in that case here, if I now choose a higher building, oh, in that case, well, that is just the perfect example again. It works. So in this case here, we do have it now, but if I move it around, yeah, now it adjusts itself again. So if I place those buildings with Project Distinction, I can never move them again, because the work for that is just insane doing that. I'm going to do that soon, so we're going to have some skyscrapers in Crown Falls after all, but I'm still going to wait on that a bit. Now here, let's see, I do want to have my town hall monument. We need to start with that after all. It's going to take a while. And there we have it. As you can see, it's huge, and it's very long. In that case here, we might have it here. It fits. And we can just move it later then, you know. So in that case, if we don't like that location here, but let's just have it there. Beautiful. We do need, however, still a warehouse. So we can place that over here for now. We do need a street connection.
Game saved.
Let's have 2 street connections there. And here we're going to have the entrance then, something like that. Let's have the street going around that for now. And yeah, we need to start with that. So phase 2 in that case here, phase 1 was the foundation, and phase 2 is now what we start. So the town hall monument is a brightful building constructed in multiple phases. It will provide more specialists and a wider radius for your town. The first phase here, or the second phase, costs me some timber, cement, 30 minutes, and 500 artisans. Lucky for us, we do have enough artisans. So let's start the game. Let's start the monument there. So the foundation is not really looking good, you know. It's just a basic concrete foundation on which we now build our town hall. And as we can see now, goods are already being delivered. So this is going to take us a while there. Our second monument, that's pretty cool with the mods. Now we have 4 major monuments. That's pretty cool. Anarchist is here, Hugo. Let's delete Pleasance, so this island doesn't belong to us anymore. And I just hope now that Dr. Hugo Mercer, there he is, on his way now, and hopefully he finds the island that I just gave up for him. And look at that, Miss Hunt is already circling it. He's endorses the anarchist items for sale on his trading post. He doesn't even have a trading post yet. Miss Hunt is here with a clipper. I hope she's not going to settle on this one. We need to be careful about that. We should have him now. Yep, down here he is in the diplomacy menu. So right now he's a nobody, really. But we're going to endorse him anyway. We do need to get a high reputation up with him. He's not giving in so easily. So he didn't accept my money there now. Alright, and there's the ship. There is his ship, Dorothy, on its way now. He's taking the right track. I hope he's going for that island, and I hope he's doing that quickly. And there is the anarchist now. He's coming close to the island that I gave up for him, so it's working. I'm glad for that. And he should be founding a city now. And yes, this is speed number 2, and there it is, Serene. Hugo Mercer is now in the game as well. As we can see, he's building up rapidly. So he's already got some timber production there now up and running. So glad to finally have the anarchists back in the game. Now, we still need Bente, I think, at some point. I don't think I can choose Bente right now. Where's the... Oh yeah, there it is. There she is. There's Bente. So she's still with us, of course. She just took refuge in my town. And we're going to add Bente then as well to the game there. So here we have now Hugo. Very good. This is all working. He, of course, will take some time now to build up his things, hopefully. And that's it. That's working out so far. So where are the monuments? Our monument is working. That's good to see. The other thing is that we have down here now, I could add another AI sooner than later. The problem is though that we don't have a free island as far as I know. I intend to give up some islands though, but I don't want Miss Hunt to take it back, you know. So let's start with the next AI. In that case, that would be Bente. Yeah, let's do her right away. Let's get Bente there. She needs 30 timber, 15 schnapps, 15 fish, so she's really cheap. But that's not her personality, of course. But her price is really cheap, and there we build her now. She's also taking less time, so 20 minutes instead of 30. Oh yes, look at that. Nate takes an hour to get back into the game if I would get him, and the Admiral 40 minutes. So I think we're also getting the Admiral then back in the game as well, because Miss Hunt does need some competition there, and I just love to watch them fight over each other. So that's that. The AIs are working. So far so good. Let's have a look at our new district real quick, because we should be able, yes, to upgrade them, and we're going to upgrade all of them at once. In our new district there, beautiful. So we have more workers now. I think here we might actually have something. A tool hut, no, mature tree. Having a little alley here then once again for my workers there. So we still have some room here, so we can leave some factories here. Actually, it fits, I think. And here we're going to have our botanical garden then. But right now, those guys, they're growing, so we can upgrade them soon again. Then we have the artisans here. Other than that, looking fine so far. New AIs are now in the game, and he's already offering me a quest there as far as I can see. That's pretty cool. And he's got a little town up and running now here in Serene with his ornamentation, so dissemination of truth. So he's got propaganda all over his town there. And he's a really cool AI opponent there. He's not your usual Miss Hunt opponent that just tries to screw you over, but he's got some interesting quests there as well. And of course, achievements. Speak only truth. That is. So he's doing now his thing. Now that I see it, what I can see is that he's got the same color as I have. Can we change the colors of the AI opponents? I don't think so. So I don't see anything here. Rally point, nope. So there's nothing there. So he's just blue now, the same as I am. Doesn't matter for the anarchist. He's only settling one island by default. In that case, we can leave him now be. And the game becomes a bit more interesting again.